The CrossFit Games has given us some of the most incredible feats of fitness seen on a live stage. Not many other sports can imitate what CrossFit delivers. The unknown and unknowable, being prepared for virtually any challenge thrown an athlete's way. For this, CrossFit athletes who win the CrossFit Games, which some say is the Colosseum of fitness, are considered the fittest men and women on earth. Now, I don't know about all that, but I can agree that these guys are very fit, strong, fast, flexible, coordinated, agile, and skillful individuals and teams alike. Today, we're going to turn back time to the 2014 CrossFit Games, where one of those feats of both perseverance and tenacity was shown on an incredible scale, done by none other than the GOAT himself, Rich Froning Jr. Now, Rich Froning, up to this specific point, was known to be the single most dominant athlete in CrossFit, taking second in his very first appearance at the CrossFit Games, since thereafter only ever taking first. First in the Open, first at the Northwest Regionals, and first at the CrossFit Games. But the 2014 CrossFit Games season was a spicy one, with the likes of Josh Bridges, Noah Olson, Dan Bailey, Jason Kalipa, Scott Panchek, and the rookie at the time, Matt Fraser, stepping up to the plate. This year at the CrossFit Games was certainly going to be a test for the once undefeated Rich Froning. The beginning of the 2014 CrossFit Games went as planned for the undefeated champion, taking 8th in the beach event and tying first with Matt Fraser in the overhead squat, with a massive 377 pound lift, setting himself up for a good start to his last individual appearance. However, with poor performances in the Triple Three, the Sled Sprint 1 and 2, and the Muscle Up Biathlon, as well as the Sprint Carry, many fans and commentators had their doubts about the great Froning that he would clutch his 4th Games title this year. Luckily, he had a win in the 21:15.9 complex, which kept him in contention for the top 5 spot. Moving on to Saturday night, Rich put on a performance that would allow him to come back into that top 3 contention, coming second in the push-pull event, only losing by 2 seconds to Josh Bridges, who was at the time nipping at his heels all weekend. And this brings us to the present event, and in particular, one of the most defining events at the 2014 CrossFit Games for Rich Froning, the Midline March. Even though Rich Froning had a rough ride up to his Sunday at the CrossFit Games, he was still in first place, only separated by a mere 12 points from Josh Bridges, who was in third, and the current champ, once rookie, Matt Fraser, sitting comfortably in second, just 5 points behind Rich. Rich needed to make a statement on the final day of the CrossFit Games, and this brings us to this event. The Midline March was pretty simple on paper. 3 rounds for time, 25 GHD sit-ups, 50-foot handstand walk, and a 50-foot overhead walking lunge at 155 pounds or 70 kilos. Now, as Dave Castro put it, an all-out assault on your midline. However, there was a crucial catch to this workout, the handstand walk. The handstand walk must be performed unbroken, giving athletes uncertainty to either quickly kick up and attempt to go faster with the inherent risk of failing and being sent back, or waiting a moment to guarantee your ability to make the 15-meter handstand walk. Now, as we saw with this event, out the gate, the once rookie Noah Olson took a commanding lead, with a quite aggressive pace out the gate. However, as formidable as his lead was on the champ, Rich does what champs do. Allow people to pace off his pace and then turn on the burners once the first round is completed. We saw this strategy done by Rich on many occasions, giving the other athletes that false sense of security, that hope that they think that the champ is done. He was tiring, that they would have him in the bag. Then, as normal, out of nowhere, Rich Froning turns on the second gear and takes charge of the event. Now, like I mentioned, this, in my opinion, was the most defining event at the 2014 CrossFit Games for Rich Froning, as it not only put him further ahead, it also gave him confidence going into the final day, and as Sean Woodland said, fired up the crowd.
Rich Froning is firing up this crowd! A win on Sunday!
In the wake of Rich Froning's dominant performance in Midline March, he went back to back to back, winning the final 3 events at the 2014 CrossFit Games and taking his rightful place as the fittest man in history. What are your thoughts about Rich Froning and his performance? Please comment down below. If you have another iconic CrossFit Games workout that you want me to review, leave a comment. Like this video, share it to an avid CrossFit Games fan, and as always, you guys at home, stay a beast.